Good morning, student. Today I am going to discuss about the river swimmer problems. There are two cases is here. One the shortest time and another is your shortest path. So first we discuss about the shortest time. The swimmer tend to cross the river from one bank to another bank by taking shortest time. So look at the diagram. Here Vs is the velocity of the swimmer and Vr is the velocity of the river and V the resultant. Vr means your velocity of the river with respect to ground and Vs means the velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground. Similarly, your resultant is V. V means the velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground. So the swimmer want to swim in a perpendicular way to cross the river along AB. So the width of the river is suppose that S. Width of the river equal to S. So what is the resultant now? V is equal to Vs square plus Vr square. This is resultant. It means the velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground. So what is the time taken to cross the river? The time taken to cross the river is T is equal to your distance by velocity Vs. This velocity you have to take. This is the shortest time to cross the river from one bank to another bank. Width by velocity, that is your Vs. Also you can calculate it in this way. T is equal to S by Vs, that is equal to your AC by V. This is equal to your S by Vs. AC is your AB square plus BC square root over, and V is your Vs square plus Vr square root over. In this way you also calculate the shortest time to cross the river from one bank to another bank. Now come to the path traveled by the swimmer, that is your BC. In order to calculate the path traveled by the swimmer, you will find out BC. So how you find out? Look here, tan theta is equal to your P by B, BC by AB, and BC by AB equal to BC is equal to VR and AB is equal to VS. VR by VS. Our equipment is BC VR by VS into AB. This is the path traveled by the swimmer when you want to cross from one bank to another bank. Now the second one is the shortest path. Draw the diagram again. The AB, it is your VS, it is your VR. VS is the velocity of swimmer, VR the velocity of river, and V the resultant of VR and VS. So, if you want to cross the river with the shortest path, you must swim in this direction by making an angle theta with V. So here the resultant V is equal to Vs square minus Vr square. This is your resultant. Now the time of crossing, what time it take to cross the path? The path is S, this is width of the river. So here T is equal to S by V. In place of V write down S by Vs square and Vr square square root. This is the time taken by the swimmer to cross the width S. Okay, so this is all about the river swimmer problem. Now the rainman problem. It is based on the relative velocity. Clear? Suppose that here is the velocity of rain. Following downward directions. And Vm, the velocity of the man moving in horizontal direction forward. Okay. So what is the velocity of rain with respect to man? Man is observing the velocity of rain. So velocity of rain with respect to man is equal to, you know that is your Vr minus Vm. In order to calculate the velocity of rain with respect to man, you consider or suppose that the man is at rest. At that moment, the velocity of man is given to rain in a opposite directions. This is the equations Vr minus Vm. This is the calculations of rain with respect to man. So now draw the diagram. The rain is falling in downward direction. The velocity Vr. The man is moving in a forward direction with the velocity Vm. In order to calculate the velocity of rain with respect to man, draw the diagram. It is your x-axis, it is your y-axis. Rain is falling in this way, vertically. So, for the direction of the rain in vertical direction, the velocity Vr. And the velocity of man already it is given to the rain in opposite direction, it is your minus Vm. Okay. In order to calculate the directions, in which directions the man should hold his umbrella to protect himself from the rain. Look here, the man protect himself from the rain by making angle theta with your velocity of rain. It is your umbrella making angle theta with Vr. It is also theta angle. Clear? Now complete the parallelogram. If it is Vm, it is also Vm. It is your resultant Vrm. Okay. So what is directions of the umbrella? Tan theta equal to your Vm by Vr, and theta is equal to tan inverse Vm by Vr. Okay. Now the resultant of rain with respect to man. So Vrm equal to Vr square plus Vm square. So it is the resultant of rain with respect to man. And in the directions theta tan inverse Vm by Vr. In these directions, the man should hold his umbrella to protect himself from the rain. So this is all about your rainman problem. Now about projectile. What is actually projectile? When an object or body thrown in space, it moves under the action of gravity. That is called your projectile. So now we discuss about the time period, motion, range, total time of flight of a projectile when projected vertically upwards by making an angle theta with the horizontal. Look here, during its motions, the horizontal component of the velocity is remain constant always, but the vertical component of the velocity is changes with time under the action of gravity. First it decreases, then at the highest point it is 0, then start increasing till it hits the ground. So now draw the diagram when a body projected vertically upwards by making an angle theta with horizontal. Diagram is most important, student. It is y-axis, it is x-axis. The body projected vertically upwards from initial velocity u. It is your theta. The x-axis. Suppose that the particle is here at any instant time t. The horizontal distance is x and vertical distance is y. So here the vertical velocity is vy and the horizontal velocity is vx. Vx equal to u cos theta. Okay. So the horizontal component of the velocity is u cos theta. The vertical component of the velocity is u sin theta. It is changes with time, u sin theta. But the u cos theta, the horizontal component of velocities each remain constant throughout its motion. When the body reach here, the horizontal component is u cos theta, the vertical component is 0. When the body hits the ground, the vertical component is u sin theta and horizontal component is again u cos theta. It is your direction theta. Okay. So this is the motion of the projectiles and the path is called as your parabolic path. Now discuss the equation of motion of the projectile, then total time flight, then maximum height and horizontal range. One by one we discuss. Suppose that the projectile is initially at point P. So what is the horizontal distance and vertical distance? How calculate the horizontal distance? X equal to u cos theta. Your time taken is your t. It is your called as horizontal motion also. Now what is your vertical motion? Equation 1, most important equation here. You find out time period here. T is equal to x by u cos theta. Now your vertical motion. Vertical motion. The particle is here at the point P. The vertical height is your y. So y is equal to ut plus half at square. They put in place of u the vertical component of the velocity u sin theta, not u cos theta. So u sin theta, you take g in place of a. Here the body projected vertical upward. So take g is your negative sign. So minus half dt square. It is your u sin theta into t minus half dt square. Now put the value of t here. T is x by u cos theta. U sin theta x by u cos theta half g. It is your x square by u square cos square theta. Cancelling the value u, it is x tan theta by half g x square by u square cos square theta. On the important equation, and you write this equation in this way: px minus qx square. What is p? P is tan theta. What is q? All the constant half g u square cos square theta is your q. So it is the equation of the projectile which is parabolic in nature. It means parabolic path. And this equation called is your equation of the trajectory. Equation of the trajectory. Okay. Now suppose that the body is reached here at the height point. Now calculate the maximum height. It is point Q. So what is the maximum height? The projectile reach at the point Q. This is your maximum height. Now the projectile is at the point Q. So at maximum height, the vertical component of the velocity is 0. Only you take the horizontal component, that is your u cos theta. So you know that v square is equal to u square plus 2as. In place of v it is 0, and you take u sin theta whole square. In place of a write down minus g, that is 2g. In place of h write down hm. hm stands for maximum height. It is your u square sin square theta minus 2g hm 0, or hm is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the maximum height acquired by the projectile. It is at point Q. Now what is the total time flight? The particle start from the point O and reach at the point M. It means it hit the ground. Total time flight during its motions. Okay. Total time flight is, by using the equation, you know that h is equal to ut plus half at square. Total time flight. It is your capital T. Total time flight. What is total time flight? The time taken by the projectile from initial point to reach the ground. This is called total time flight. So you take the equation h equal to ut plus half at square. Here the net vertical components of the velocity is 0. So here h equal to 0. You take u sin theta. In place of t you take t minus half gt square. By taking t common, u sin theta minus half gt. After calculations, half gt equal to u sin theta, or t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. It is your total time flight from starting point to end point till it reach the ground. Okay. Now about range. What is actually range? The horizontal distance covered by the projectile is called as range. So it is your range r. Okay. So how to calculate r? Your range r, that is. So r equal to, you take the horizontal component of the velocity u cos theta and the total time, that is your t. U cos theta, you know that P is equal to 2u sin theta by g. It is your u square, u and u, and 2 sin theta into cos theta by g. You know that 2 sin theta into cos theta is your sin 2 theta. So it is sin 2 theta by g. It is your range, the horizontal distance covered by the projectile after time t. It is capital T, not small t. Okay. So when the range is maximum, the horizontal distance is maximum when sin 2 theta is equal to 1. So when the range is maximum, if the sin 2 theta is equal to 1. So when the sin 2 theta is equal to 1, if sin 2 theta is equal to sin 90 degree, it means 2 theta is equal to 90 degree, theta is equal to 45 degree. So at 45 degree, the range is maximum. This is one of the important conditions in projectile. So for maximum range, sin 2 theta is equal to 1, sin 2 theta is equal to sin 90, it means 2 theta is equal to 90, theta is equal to 45. This is the condition for maximum range. So R is equal to U square by G. This is your maximum range, R maximum. So student, this is all about your projectiles. When a body projected vertically upwards by making an angle theta with the horizontal axis. This is also about your equations of projectile. This is called trajectory. Equation of trajectory called simply total time flight, range, maximum height. Already we discussed now. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss the problem based on projectile.